Good morning, family and friends, brothers and sisters, and all my subs. Sergeant OCD here on this crisp 25-degree weather day. My main thing right now is to clean out the Dakota fire pit, and because I put dirt in it so I don't start a fire, and get a fire started. And I'm going to do an upside down fire like I should have did last week, but I didn't. So I paid for it by starting a fire like 3 times. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about faith, more like faith in God, because you can have faith in a lot of different things, but your main faith should be in God. And Matthew 17:20 says, "And he said to them, because of the littleness of your faith, for truly I say to you, you should have the faith the size of a mustard seed." Now, a mustard seed is like very, very small. You will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. You know, I think it's Philippians 4:13 says, nothing is I'm paraphrasing, nothing is impossible with God who strengthens you. So today is going to be about faith in God, having faith that God will, in any situation, we call them seasons, in any season he will be with you. You know, you're going to have good seasons and bad seasons. He's gotten me through. I'm alive today because of God, because I was ready to take my own life, and he saved me. Anyway, last week I mentioned kangaroo bags. So basically what I have done here is I'm not fully using the zipper. I'm relying on the straps on the side to hold this. So I got it in, and it's just a little pocket here, you know. I've got some bags in the bottom that would stay, and I've got little pockets here, like my stove is like wedged there, and I got a pocket here for cordage and stuff. But my main thing for this is, especially when it's 25 degrees, is a kneeling pad. And I don't bust out my zippers that way like I've done on other bags. You know, these YKKs are great zippers, but they can be busted out. So today I have with me more of these cotton rounds that I made in my midweek video. That's not going to be a habit, but I also was trying to keep my shop warm, and I found all this cherry bark, and I got some pieces off with the bark. So we're going to use that to start a fire. I did find some of my very first cotton round or cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly and then put in wax. So we're gonna try to see if they work. And then I've got a t-shirt that I'm gonna make charred cloth, because one rule around my house: don't leave a tin around or I will take it. So what do I have in here? It was a very good idea that I had that used that to collect some tinder, and then for your pencils size, you can actually make shavings with a pencil sharpener, dollar store. And then I made these things in my midweek video. Basically, it's shavings from a chainsaw with cordage dipped in wax. So we're going to see how they work. Now, I didn't use those before because I was thinking, you know, I need to have everything geared for wet weather. Since I've been out here, that's not all wet weather. It's wet wood, but I don't really go out into the rain that much. So I'm gonna get this pit dug out, and we're gonna humidity is soaked into the wood and now it's froze. So the main thing is I want to get a fire going, right? Doesn't matter. And I didn't even use my cotton rounds. I didn't need them. But this thing, I'm gonna have to make some more of these. Only made 5. So that's gonna go good. And all that cherry bark is gonna be awesome. So the fire's going. I'm happy to see that. My problem is last week is I didn't put a bed down of wood. So when it mixed in with the cold, wet dirt, it just went out, the coals. So unfortunately this is going to smoke for a little bit, but I can't get around it. It's wet. Even if I dug a new hole, it'd be wet. Now, one of the things I want to talk to you about is a neck knife. Now, one, I don't like anything around my neck because anybody could grab it and choke me. 2, I heard, this is probably about a month and a half ago, the knife came out of the sheath and the guy fell on it. Killed him. So, you know, there's a lot of bushcrafters out there that swear about a neck knife, and I have that hanging on my rearview mirror in case I need to poke anybody that's trying to get in. But I put it on just for illustration purposes, and hopefully somebody's said at the beginning he's wearing a neck knife. But anyway, I don't agree with them. If you want to keep wearing it, wear it. I wouldn't. Let's talk about layers. Now, since I've been coming out doing this, storing stuff in my office, it smells like a campfire in there. So I'd rather my vehicle smell like a campfire than my office. So I started getting some of my old sweatshirts out, ones that I don't care if they get ruined out here, you know. So this actually is bleach because I left it in the back of my window when I was traveling and all summer long after the winter, and it bleached it. But pockets are wearing out. I don't care. I'm not going to bring good stuff out here and ruin it, except for these boots because I hate them. You know, they're good for out here, but walking on concrete floors for 10 hours a day, they're not good. Anyway, just want to talk to you about that. I'm gonna go try to find some more trees. No chainsaw today. I am gonna build a little loop for my axe, and this is perfect. So it's a little long. What I'm gonna try to build is a loop to go around this belt so I can carry my axe. And it can be a little long, it's adjustable, but I'm just going to put it around here, run it through. Yeah, I can grab a hold of it, find it easy, find my axe, and it's a dangly. Now, I'm not going to put it here, but I'm going to put it on the back side here. So over by the fire you can't see my breath. Okay, now it's about 30 degrees now. And yes, I'm in a hoodie because I have layered clothing. Now you're gonna see later on, once I take this hoodie off, my new shirt that our men's group got, and this comes with a Bible verse. Cedar wood is very special to me. My first woodworking project, I made a cedar box, and my first bow drill set made out of cedar. So it's very special. So you can see it's very dry in here. There's no water sitting, even though it rained. So this would work for a shelter right now, but I don't want to move into it until it's almost done. Once I get the walls up, I'll move in, start on the beds. I could get out my mess kit, but why? So this is my protein. I've already done 3 logs, and do some more. Go out and look for some more. I meant to throw butter in there, but I didn't. So imagine my surprise when I found the olive oil frozen. But that's what happens sometimes. Coffee's probably real hot. Looks hot. Love coffee. Of course, what military guy doesn't love coffee? But, this would be the life if stuff hits the fan. You know, bring my chickens out here and give them a nest, and it's a lot of stuff to carry, isn't it? Oh, it's hot. But this is lunch. It's good lunch. You know, you're not always going to be able to afford meat. But if you have chickens, you can self-sustain. I mean, I have 5 chickens. That's 5 eggs a day. I think I can handle it. This year's going to be different. More to come. And this year, may get rid of the beard. Been thinking about it for months. May not. I mean, when I got out of the military, I grew my hair long. Grew a beard. Didn't like the beard. Didn't like the long hair. So, I guess you get used to things. Anyway, I'm gonna clean this up and hopefully go find some more logs. Some more done on that cabin. Catch you later. hog on here. I ripped out the grommet. Not surprised. So, a couple of different ways to do this. You put a rock in there, but just gonna fold it over on itself. Tie a slip knot, which is basically a half hitch. But I'm gonna do 2 half hitches because I'm an overachiever. So that should slip, but it's not. Let's try it again. So this is the slip side. I don't know why it didn't work. Maybe because of the wax on the cordage. Slipped. You either put another knot in there or tie stuff now. Well, steaks. I lowered this ridge line too, bring it down because I may go 1 pole up. And then I'm going to tie this around here. Just so that doesn't come out again. And over here. Even though I ate some protein, I losing energy quick. Here, just to here, and just like before, I'm just gonna wrap it around. And I didn't tack that one down on the side, so it wasn't a real big deal. So I was packing up my other camera and I realized that I promised you guys char cloth. So take a tin, don't leave it around me because I will take it. And all you gotta do, this is my field attempt at tie-dye. And you know, painting the shirt. It's been in my shed for a while. Gotta do. Take some material. I don't leave much here because, you know, this is, oh, gotta get that out. Yeah, where I test my rifle, I just happened to put brass right into the fire. Anyway, put char cloth in there. And what we're gonna see is once it starts going, you'll see flames and smoke coming out of there. I mean, all the tape's gonna burn off, but you'll see that it'll come out the open area because it's not completely sealed. And not a big fan of polka dots, so they're gonna go away. And I will So I said that the gases will escape, and that's what you see here. This is the gases of the char cloth. That's, you know, should be cotton. I've tried jeans and it does the same thing. But it should be cotton, and the gases are escaping here. It's pretty awesome. And it's getting rid of them polka dots. So I try to move this one out of the way to show you that that one wasn't on fire. And then he's still got a little bit of gases here. But once those gases disappear, where they're not coming out anymore, you have char cloth. You could do this with punk wood too. So I don't see any more gases coming out of there. Just the paint's burning off. But I'm going to take it out. Put this little bit of wood back in here. See, that's that far down. Put my finger in there. But this is all coals. That's what's cool about a Dakota fire pit. I almost touched that. So one of the things that I didn't show you that I wore in because it was 20 some degrees is these gloves. They're insulated and they're leather. A little warm there. So it's not quite done. So I'm going to throw it back in there. Alright, it should be done. What you want to do is about 20 minutes. So all it's doing is charring everything in that can. And the polka dots are gone. You see where I messed around with the stick. We're going to let this thing cool. So I'm going to wrap this up now. You see we made char cloth, and I'm going to show you how this works. So you take ferrocene rod and it's lit up. It's awesome. And if you don't want to use it right now, you can close it up. Put this away. And the reason I wanted to show you my mount for my rifle. When I was in the military, we had slings, and I tied a piece of rope here, 550 cord and a 550 quarter round, so I can carry it like this, but it hangs nice. And I could bring it up and have some nice little camo on it. So I got tan on the bottom and brown on the top. Not a lot of tan on the bottom, but you want to blend in with the woods. So anyway, this shirt says the man on the middle cross said I could come. So you remember Jesus got crucified on the cross and in between two thieves. So in Luke 23:42 through 43 says, he was saying, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. That's the thief. Jesus replied, and he said to him, truly I say to you, you shall be with me in paradise. So you can come to the Lord on your deathbed, but I don't suggest it. I don't see why people would, you know, take that chance, because the eternity is either in heaven or hell. And you know, when everybody that doesn't go to heaven gets thrown into the lake of fire, it's hot heat, torment, falling forever, eternity, and I don't know why you would want that. But anyway, I wanted to close it out with that. I did promise making, you know, char cloth, so we did, and got a couple more walls up. I lowered the tarp a little bit, but yeah, it was interesting today being 20-some degrees, but that upside down fire, any kind of moisture inside that Dakota fire pit, you saw when I made that char cloth, it was all gone. It was all coals. I mean, it was like this much of coals. And you know, I was able to cook lunch, you know, have some eggs with it. But all in all, good day. But I'm going to tell you guys, God bless you, take care, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Oh, and trust the Lord. That's what this is really about. No matter what happens to you, no matter, you know, if your life is down, if your life is up, you're going to have seasons. So trust the Lord. He will help you. If you're a faithful servant, He will help you beyond all means. I've been there. You know, I've hit rock bottom twice, and I wasn't with Him the first time, and I had a hard time. The second time, He provided. He was there for me, and now, you know, I'm up a little bit more. But I always thank Him for providing. I always thank Him for everything He gives me. With that, God bless you, take care, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.